Just many times not getting the credit that he deserves as a guy who's really won consistently in the ACC. Again, I believe year in, year out, the toughest conference, in college basketball. Here, he's from the state of Florida, being back here in Florida for the first time being there at Seminoles since he transferred, I believe, from Emory-Riddle last year. And again, the guy's going to have to play well with A for him. Florida State starting off in their traditional man-to-man defense, switching. Again, you can see they're going to be switching 1 through 4, and you saw that switch earlier, but again, big-time shot right there. Today is the fact that Terrence Mann starting the game at the small forward position, not at the power forward position, which he's been playing on the wing the way he normally does. And so, again, this should be something to prepare them when Phil Cofer gets back.
Brewer for 3 from the wing.
Disrupt them, and so they're going to be real physical with this ball club.
Another lob and another bucket for Chris Gumaji. He has all of Florida State's 6. Influenced that ball when it still wasn't finished, rolling on the rim. The lead for SEMO is 2.
Did a phenomenal job, and I think what he did was that he had 11 rebounds. And a guy at his size with 11 rebounds, 3 blocks is going to be tough to be able to beat them.
Brewer, so the hot hand for the Redhawks. And now here's Dalton, who's been as efficient as you can imagine for SEMO all season long. And now another 3 goes.
Confident the SEMO team continues to make shots, and all of a sudden now it becomes a ball game in the second half.
When all is said and done, SEMO will have played 8 of their 13 non-conference games.
Battle can bruise and can, as Coach Ray wants, guys who can finish around the rim.
Here's Caldwell, step back jumper, good. Forrest tried to come away with the steal. Here's Caldwell, 14 on the clock. Here's
Great
McLaughlin
pass.
Down low.
Great
and
pass.
Just like what Rick Ray wanted. Defensive intensity from these Redhawks. Giving Florida State all kinds of trouble. 5 on the clock. Forrest down the lane. Got it to go off the glass. Another 3 attempt too strong by Savoy. Here comes Caldwell. Now in transition, Hogan.
Shots happen way before that ball ever even goes to the net. It's all about your preparation. Great job by Hogan that time, being prepared to shoot the ball.
Trent Forrest made his mind up. He was going to drive right to the rim.
Great job by Trent Forrest. This is the second possession, him going at Caldwell.
It might have like gazelle in him. He very well could. This kid, when he gets out and runs, he gets out and runs. Brewer, excellent shot. Brewer on the other end, over everything. And now here comes Trent Forrest. He'll keep it, and he'll go to the line for 1 more. Here's Dalton, top of the key for 3 more.
It's a favor where Phil Cofer is back in Phil Cofer last year mode, and the thing he's got to be able to do is be patient with it, because that's just kind of what happens when you put it back from a foot injury like he had. Back in the basketball game is that now they have shot 12 free throws compared to SEMO only shooting 2 free throws.
And that's something they are good at. They are on their way to the free throw line. Here's Forrest. Point game here in Tallahassee. Seminoles turning up the pressure defensively. Now here's Gable left all alone, got the roll.
Man.
He's short there on the Savoy 3. And now here's Dalton. Inside 3 minutes. It's been all SEMO this first half. Caldwell makes a 3.
To get better looks, so these guards, Trent Forrest, PJ Savoy, got to look to be able to get to the rim a little bit more.
Devin Vasil for the Seminoles for the next intermission. Wyatt Wilkes with the shot fake, now the drive. And now the pass out to Vasil. This
Great
for 3.
pass.
Tab highlights and stats analysis. KP is going to go coast to coast with PJ Savoy. A steal there for the Seminoles. We'll hear from both head coaches. And Florida State has their first lead in the first half.
It shows up, and it's every night there's somebody different. Last game it was Nichols. Tonight it's Trent Forrest. It's been Kabengele before. You have no idea who's going to do it.
Inside 10 here in the first half. Seminoles holding for the final shot. Here's
Great
Forrest
move.
on the drive.
Too
strong. And SEMO
runs the floor, spreads it out, and when you get him back now, you can put a Terrence Mann back at your small forward space and not at the 4 spot. Figured a way to get back into it. Veteran leadership by Trent Forrest again, begin to get to the rim since they weren't making shots, and hopefully they can begin to pick it up again in the second half. 3 buckets so far where he has driven the ball and just used his body, bumped, and got the ball over top. Again, that is the ability of a big-time scorer. Great job by Coach Ham coming out of halftime to start Nichols. He came in and played pretty well, but didn't play a lot in the as the first half went on. And if you you watch Trent Forrest, I mean, again, probably the guys at 6'4", probably has a 6'9" wingspan, and he has really big hands. And again, that's why he's able to get his hand and deflect a lot of those passes. Tough for PJ. Every time he's catching that basketball, they're right there crowding him, which again is making it a little bit difficult. Great move.
And the roll finally. Here's Gable for three. Got it.
Penetration right now is the reason why the Redhawks are up by 4.
I'll tell you what, the only reason why this lead isn't bigger, another big reason why the lead isn't bigger, is Fiondu Kabengele is fired up, screaming back to the bench. Now here comes Simo.
That was a great possession that time for Florida State on defensive end of the floor. On offensive end of the floor, bad possession that time on the defensive end of the floor.
Trey told me one thing he wanted his team to work on was consistency. He said, yeah, guys like Hogan and Brewer will go out and score 20 or more, but they have yet to play well together.
Good pass inside, but still wins the battle and puts it up and in. He scored 9 more against UAB, so this is the most he's seen since then. Forrest with the steal. Nichols for 3. Got him! Now frantic, back and forth they go. Dalton, nice move down into the paint. And back out. Here he goes, mid-range jumper, and he's got it.
He was able to hit that 15-foot baseline jump shot.
4 red jerseys set to check in for Simo. Vassell for 3. Yes! Here's Brewer on the drive. Brew contact gets it to go.
To be able to drive and to be able to get that ball to the rim.
Kabengele, how about the effort from 6'10" Fiondu Kabengele?
Here on that specific action on the defensive end of the floor.
So now Gable in foul trouble and Terrence Mann. Forrest nearly came away with another steal. Here's McLaughlin. Blocked by Kumaji, and now the Seminoles will get out and run. Forrest up ahead, lays it in transition.
Cliche way to really trust the process, trust this Florida State basketball team and this coaching staff, and now we're seeing the success. Great pass.
An excellent pass into Chris Kumaji. Here's David Nichols on the drive. What a move.
Good move. As that Chicago-style game. One thing you know about Chicago guards is their level of toughness. Unbelievable.
Here's Vassell out and running, and he will lay it in. Every second on the shot clock. Simo had to settle for a contested jumper. Now here's Mann battling underneath. Forrest ties his career high. That off of Gable's foot. He's double teamed, got it into Hogan. Now Hogan, one-on-one, gets it to go over the 7'4" Kumaji. Nichols, too strong.
Kumaji is that at all 7'4", there's an edge about who he is.
3 blocks, 2 in a row. Caldwell still on the ground. 5-on-4, Nichols makes a 3. And here's Anthony Polite wrestling away a rebound. Florida State with numbers. And there's a new career high.
For this basketball club tonight, weren't making shots early, but he began to get it started around that 11-minute mark, and he began to change the course of the basketball game.
Looked like Simo at one point was in full control. Has become a blowout. Reminder that we will be here on Wednesday night as Wyatt Wilkes, too strong on the 3 attempt. Draquan Gray cleans it up and puts it back up. For 11 Florida State Seminoles take on the North Florida Ospreys in ASUN ACC showdown. Here's Cow for 3.
I mean, you're going to Madison Social. Like, what are you going to do to relax tonight?
Is Madison Social even open now that all the kids are out of town?
Oh, yeah, for sure they're open. Come on, man. BLT deals.
It didn't always look convincing, but it will be a win in the column. Wilkes for 3 more. Got him! Right before the buzzer with 8/10 left on the clock. They heave, the desperation heave, no good, and that will do it.